everyone. Welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we're talking about something that I haven't actually seen in a long time, but is very common in the States, especially in suburban areas.
That's right. We're going to get a subscription, as the title of the lesson says. So we're going to subscribe to magazines, newspapers, stuff like that.
Right, so there's a guy coming around to everyone's houses, and he's offering different magazine subscriptions. So let's take a listen to today's dialogue, and we'll be back in a moment to talk about what's going on.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Mike, and I'm selling subscriptions to all sorts of periodicals.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
Please, ma'am, if you could spare 5 minutes of your time, I'm sure we could find something that could interest you.
I wish I could, but I have to walk the dog and finish cooking, so if you'd excuse me.
We have a great variety of magazines all about cooking. This one, for example, is a bi-monthly publication with recipes from all over the world.
Wow, well, that would be kind of useful. Do you have any other cooking magazines?
Sure do. This one is a quarterly publication, but each issue has over 200 color pages of recipes and also many home decorating ideas.
Wow, this is nice. Okay, sign me up for both publications.
You mentioned you have a dog. Most pet owners sign up for this weekly newsletter that has information on dog care, pet shops, and even pet sitters.
That's exactly what I needed. What else do you have?
Well, I also have...
All right, we're back. So as you saw, Mike is, well, not very excited to be selling subscriptions, but he has magazines about almost everything, I think.
That's right, and he's actually a pretty good salesperson because it sounds like this customer is going to buy quite a few magazines.
Exactly, and so he used a lot of interesting vocabulary related to magazines and subscriptions. So let's take a look at those now in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so this first word is one that we've already said a couple of times in today's lesson. This is the topic of the lesson. The word is subscription.
Okay, so if you get a subscription, that means that you are paying money to receive something every month, every week, etc.
That's right. So the time is fixed. Like you said, it could be weekly. The time could change, but basically you have a promise that after you pay this money, you'll receive something periodically.
Right.
And so there are many things that you could have a subscription for, not just magazines. Newspapers come in subscriptions.
That's right. Or maybe you pay for satellite TV. That's a subscription. So you pay every month and you receive channels, like lots of channels.
Exactly. Or hopefully English Pod you receive by subscription, or you pay the subscription fee.
Exactly. So with English Pod, you subscribe. That would be the verb. A subscription is the noun. You subscribe to a service like a newspaper, magazine, and you receive the magazine or the service every month, every week, every day, depending on what the subscription is like.
Okay, and so because subscriptions come at different time frames. So, for example, English Pod, we have lessons 3 times a week. Newspapers are oftentimes every day. They come in different periods of time. So we call these kinds of publications periodicals.
Okay, so for example, as you said, a newspaper, it comes every day. That's the period of time. So it's a periodical. The same as a magazine. Sometimes they are weekly. Sometimes they are monthly.
Is a book a periodical? Pop quiz.
No. Okay.
No, because you only get it once.
Right. So basically, a periodical has to be something, I guess, that is that comes out every so often, a new version, a new edition, right?
It's continually updating.
Okay. So that is periodicals and subscriptions. Now, moving on to when he was trying to sell the magazines, he said, we have a great variety of magazines all about cooking. So what is a variety?
Variety is a great word. It's a word I personally am a very big fan of. I like to have many choices to choose from. So variety means something that has many options. For example, at the grocery store, there's a great variety of food. There are apples and crackers and cakes and wine. So variety means there are many different kinds of something.
Okay, so many choices. So if you go to a bookstore, you can find a variety of books and magazines, for example. All right, now moving on to, again, when we're talking about the period of time, how often she's going to get this cooking magazine. The one that he's showing her is a bi-monthly publication. So what exactly does it mean if she receives a magazine bi-monthly?
Okay, so this is a bit confusing in English. Bi-monthly has 2 meanings, but what's important is the word by here, or the prefix by. That means two.
Okay.
Okay, so we could say bi-monthly, bi-weekly, biannually. These all mean two. So in this case, we're talking about something that I receive 2 times every month.
Okay. Or it can be that you get it once every 2 months.
Okay, so that might be confusing.
Right.
In the first case, let's just say that it's the month of October, and I have this great subscription to a magazine. So in October, I will receive it 2 times.
Exactly. So you get it twice. Or it could also mean that you receive the magazine in October, and then you don't receive another magazine until December. So it's a bi-monthly publication.
Every
2
other
months.
month.
Every 2 months.
Right, so this is very confusing for us. It's probably confusing for you, but if you see this word bi-monthly or bi-weekly, you should ask the person who's offering the subscription what kind they mean. Is it every month 2 times, or is it every other month?
All right, so exactly. Just remember the prefix bi means 2, and then if it's bi-monthly, biannual, bi-weekly, you have to more or less make sure that they specify what they mean, because they can mean both, and that's how ambiguous this word is.
It is, but the next word we have for you is not nearly as confusing. It's a very, very common word in both periodicals and sales, but also in marketing and business as well.
Right, we're talking about a quarterly publication, or something that comes out once every quarter.
Right. So if you think about a year has 12 months. A quarter of a year is 3 months. So the first quarter is January, February, March.
Exactly. So a quarterly publication means that you will get a magazine 4 times in 1 year.
Okay. We could also talk about quarterly sales. You know, this quarter our business did very well, but last quarter was not so good. So quarter means 3 months at a time.
Exactly. And for our last word on language takeaway today, we are talking about a weekly newsletter. So weekly is pretty straightforward. You receive it once every week.
That's right. So weekly publications are very common.
What is a newsletter?
A newsletter is important in periodicals because it's not a magazine, but it's not a letter either. It's basically a short update, a couple of pages maybe, or even 1 page that's on a piece of paper that gives you information about a group or a club or a community. For example, we could say the English Pod newsletter comes out quarterly.
Exactly. Maybe in your offices you receive your company's newsletter. So usually they will, some companies will come out with a monthly or a quarterly newsletter, where if you have many offices or many branches all over the country or the world, then you will receive updates or news about what's going on in other places within your same company.
That's right. So these are very useful for communication across the company. You can tell some people in your New York office that in Los Angeles we have a new cafeteria or a new employee.
Exactly. So that is what a newsletter is basically for. I think it's time now for us to listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back to talk to you with 4 key phrases on Fluency Builder right after this.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Mike, and I'm selling subscriptions to all sorts of periodicals.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
Please, ma'am, if you could spare 5 minutes of your time, I'm sure we could find something that could interest you.
I wish I could, but I have to walk the dog and finish cooking, so if you'd excuse me.
We have a great variety of magazines all about cooking. This one, for example, is a bi-monthly publication with recipes from all over the world.
Wow, well, that would be kind of useful. Do you have any other cooking magazines?
Sure do. This one is a quarterly publication, but each issue has over 200 color pages of recipes and also many home decorating ideas.
Wow, this is nice. Okay, sign me up for both publications.
You mentioned you have a dog. Most pet owners sign up for this weekly newsletter that has information on dog care, pet shops, and even pet sitters.
That's exactly what I needed. What else do you have?
Well, I also have...
All right, so now we have some sentences or ways that you can say things on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Okay, this first phrase is very, very common among sales and salespeople because basically it's a way to be polite and to ask someone to listen to you for a little while. The salesperson says, if you could spare 5 minutes of your time.
Okay, so let's start with that part. If you could spare. So to spare something means, do you have something extra? Do you have enough of it?
Yeah, so I could say, can you spare $5? I forgot my wallet at home. So that means, do you have an extra $5 I could borrow?
Okay, very good. So if you're asking someone to spare 5 minutes of their time, you're asking them to give you 5 minutes of their time.
That's right. So if you could spare a second, or if you could spare 5 minutes of your time, I would like to talk to you.
Okay, so it's a very polite way to ask someone for their time. Now, for our next phrase, the woman is also very polite. She says, you know what, I have to walk the dog, I have to finish cooking, so if you would excuse me.
She's basically saying no in a very polite way. If you could excuse me.
Right.
I've got to go.
So this is kind of a very indirect but polite way of saying, I'm sorry, I can't stay, I gotta go, or I can't really talk to you right now.
That's right. Even if you're at a party, for example, and you're talking to somebody, but you don't really want to talk to them anymore, you could say, it was nice talking to you. If you could excuse me. Means
Okay.
if I can leave now.
Okay, so you can say if you could excuse me or if you would excuse me. Both forms are pretty much the same. Okay, and what about when she actually is convinced about the magazine? She says, wow, this is nice. Okay, sign me up for both publications.
Okay, sign me up. This means I would like a subscription. Okay, that means I would like you to take my information and I will give you some money. But this is also a really nice phrase in English because it means I want to do this. I'm interested.
So if you would use this, let's in another context, for example, a group of friends are going to the movies.
I say, oh, sign me up. I want to go. I heard that movie was awesome.
Okay, very good. So sign me up is like include me. I want to go too, or I'm part of it, of whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's all the phrases we have for you today. I think they're really good. They're not specific for this circumstance of getting a subscription. As we saw, we can use them in many other situations. So I think we should go back, listen to the dialogue for the last time, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Mike, and I'm selling subscriptions to all sorts of periodicals.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
Please, ma'am, if you could spare 5 minutes of your time, I'm sure we could find something that could interest you.
I wish I could, but I have to walk the dog and finish cooking, so if you'd excuse me.
We have a great variety of magazines all about cooking. This one, for example, is a bi-monthly publication with recipes from all over the world.
Wow, well, that would be kind of useful. Do you have any other cooking magazines?
Sure do. This one is a quarterly publication, but each issue has over 200 color pages of recipes and also many home decorating ideas.
Wow, this is nice. Okay, sign me up for both publications.
You mentioned you have a dog. Most pet owners sign up for this weekly newsletter that has information on dog care, pet shops, and even pet sitters.
That's exactly what I needed. What else do you have?
Well, I also have...
All right, so subscriptions, periodicals, all this is very common, as you said, in the United States. People get them through the mail every month, right?
That's right. And I have to say, it's changing now. You know, we used to get subscriptions at home when I was a kid. We'd have magazine subscriptions and even a newspaper subscription. But these days, people are doing more and more on the internet. So you don't see the guy with the subscriptions coming from, going from door to door to sell you this. You do it yourself on the internet. So it's pretty common that way. Do you have any web subscriptions?
No. I haven't signed up for any periodicals on the web. I do receive the newspaper every day, and that's about it. It's kind of hard to receive magazines where we are, but I am a big fan of magazines like National Geographic or Popular Mechanics.
I had that when I was a kid. My grandmother would always give us a subscription to National Geographic for Christmas.
It's a very good magazine, and it's so colorful, full of pictures and really interesting articles, not only about animals, but about the world in general. So it's really cool.
That's right. And they always gave you a map that you could take out and open up, and it was the best part of the whole magazine.
Exactly. So actually, I really enjoy having subscriptions to periodicals, magazines, newspapers. Not a big fan of newsletters or things on the internet. I kind of like to hold a magazine or take it with me if I'm on a trip.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So yeah, but I think many of our listeners may have a subscription to their local newspaper, local magazines, or maybe, as you said, internet subscriptions. I know some people sign up for the like Harvard Business Review that's available online, or even I think the New York Times has an online platform.
They do. So you should let us know, what subscriptions do you have? What periodicals do you like to read? Our website, of course, is EnglishPod.com. You can also purchase a subscription there. We hope to see you on the website, and until next time.
All right, bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
A purchase by prepayment for goods or services. Subscription. Do you have? Can you offer? If you could spare. At 3-month intervals. Quarterly. A final publication such as a magazine. Issue. A person that takes care of your pet while you are. Pet sitter.
Let's try that faster.
A purchase by prepayment for goods or services. Subscription. A person that takes care of your pet while you are. Pet sitter. Do you have? Can you offer? If you could spare. At 3-month intervals. Quarterly. A final publication such as a magazine. Issue.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Subscription. I have a subscription to several online newsletters. Subscription. I canceled my newspaper subscription for the month that I will be away. Subscription. My subscription to this TV channel has increased in price. If you could spare. If you could spare a minute of your time, I would like to give you some advice. If you could spare. I would greatly appreciate the help if you could spare the time. If you could spare. Hey roommate, if you could spare me some of your eggs and butter, I'll let you have a piece of the cake. Quarterly. The Research Journal is a quarterly publication. Quarterly. This magazine switched from being issued monthly to being issued quarterly in order to cut costs. Quarterly. We make a quarterly payment on our loan. Issue. Learn how to manage your time and how to cook a gourmet meal in 20 minutes in this month's issue of Easy Life. Issue. He picked up the most recent issue of his girlfriend's favorite magazine and added it to the gift basket. Issue. I much prefer the older issues of this magazine because the contents of the newer issues are no different than all the other magazines on the shelf. Pet sitter. We need a pet sitter for our 2 dogs while we're away. Pet sitter. Being a pet sitter for my neighbors is not hard at all. I just have to make sure that their birds have enough food and water in their dispensers. Pet sitter. Can you call the pet sitter and let her know that we will need her to look after the cats for a few more days?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we have an elementary level lesson in which we're going to talk about small talk.
That's right. Today we're going to talk to an old friend, and so we're going to give you some of the words and phrases you need to talk about your past or talk about how you have been.
So let's listen to today's dialogue, and we'll be back in a moment to discuss it.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob!
Hey, Bill. Wow. Great to see you.
Likewise, it's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just janking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. All right, we're back. So now let's get started with our language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
The first phrase we have here in language takeaway is a very important one because it is the setting for today's dialogue. We are at a high school reunion.
That's right. So everyone knows what high school is, but a high school reunion is when you go back to your high school for a party, maybe 5 years or 10 years after you graduate. So then you meet all your old friends from high school. You talk about, how you have been and just meet up with everyone that maybe you haven't seen in a very long time.
Exactly. So a reunion usually happens every 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. It can happen at different times, but this is important because you can have many different kinds of reunions, like a college reunion or a high school reunion. I've even heard of some people who had an elementary school reunion.
Really? Wow. Imagine seeing your classmates when you were maybe 10 years old.
I couldn't imagine it.
All right, so we're at a high school reunion, and we are there because we're going to meet our old classmates and to catch up and see how they have been.
Okay, so this is exactly what you do at a reunion. You catch up with people that you maybe lost touch with. To catch up means to find out about what people have been doing since the last time you talked. So maybe
Right.
Marco and I were classmates in high school and we haven't talked in 10 years. I say, Marco, I want to catch up. I want to learn about what you do, who you married, where you work, things like that.
Right, so when 2 people get together to catch up, maybe it doesn't even have to be a very long time. Maybe you haven't seen your friend for a week. And so you want to get together, have a cup of coffee, and catch up and see how the relationship has been going or how his work. So you want to catch up.
So you can say this in a very simple way. Let's catch up, or it's been nice to catch up.
That's right. All right, moving on to our next word. This guy, Bill, meets up with Robert Matthews, and they're saying, hey, wow, great to see you. And he answers by saying, likewise.
So it's good to see you. Likewise.
Right.
That means it's good to see you too.
So you don't have to repeat everything that person just said. For example, if I just meet someone new and I say, it's a pleasure to meet you, you can say,
I could say likewise.
likewise.
Because I don't want to say, it's a pleasure to meet you too. That's so many words. So likewise is a very short way to say all of those things.
That's right. So we were finding out about Robert Matthews, and he says that, he is a dedicated bachelor.
So a dedicated bachelor. What is a bachelor, Marco?
So a bachelor is a person who is not married, a person who is single.
A man. A woman cannot be a bachelor. So a bachelor is specifically a man, and he's not married. And we often have a stereotype. That means we have an idea of what a bachelor lives like.
Right.
You know, he has only beer in his refrigerator, and he has many relationships and no wife. So
That's right. So a dedicated bachelor is a person who is not married and doesn't really seem to want to get married or any of this. He wants to stay single.
Exactly.
Okay. And well, to finish off, this guy Robert lied a little bit to Bill, saying that Frank had passed away.
That's really mean.
Yeah.
But this phrase "to pass away" is very important and something we should talk about. So, what does it mean to pass away?
It's another way of saying he died. So
But it's nicer.
Yeah, it's a lot more subtle and nicer. So instead of saying Frank died, you say Frank passed away.
So you could say, last year my grandmother passed away. That's a way of saying that my grandmother died last year. But again, it's a lot nicer way to say
Right,
to
because
say that.
the word died can be a little bit too direct and too harsh. So maybe saying my grandmother passed away last year, it's a nicer way of saying it. Okay, so that's all the language takeaway you have. Let's take a look at our dialogue again, and we'll be back.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob!
Hey, Bill. Wow, great to see you.
Likewise, it's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just janking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. All right, let's move on now to 4 key phrases on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So the focus of today's Fluency Builder is small talk. These are phrases you can use when you're at a reunion or a dinner, especially with people you don't know very well. So let's jump in and look at this first phrase. Great to see you.
That's right. So he says, hey, Bill, wow, great to see you. So this is a nice little opening phrase saying, wow, I'm really excited to see you. I'm really happy to see you.
Exactly. It means I'm happy. Look at you. Great to see you. You say this at the beginning of a conversation.
That's right. And actually, Bill responded by saying likewise. So we talked about this. He's saying, wow, great to see you too. Then he continues by saying, it's been a long time.
This means that these 2 people, they have not seen each other in a very long time. You can also say, it's been so long, or it's been a long time. That means it's been a long time since we last saw each other.
That's right. So Robert goes on to ask Bill, he says, well, how have you been? How are things? Bill answers by saying, can't complain.
Okay, so this is not grammatically correct. Normally you need a subject.
Right.
I can't complain. But when we're speaking in English and we're having a conversation like this, it's okay to say just can't complain as a phrase. So he's saying, how have you been? Well, I can't complain.
Right.
Or can't complain. That means nothing bad has happened. Things
Right.
are okay.
Right, you're saying that things are good, they're not fantastic, but they're not bad either, so you can't really complain. So it's just a phrase where very directly you can say, oh, can't complain, everything's great.
So you could even say this about other things. Like, I asked John how his job was, and he said, can't complain.
Right.
It means not great, but it's not bad.
Right, exactly right. All right, and obviously we saw how Robert lied to Bill by saying that their good friend Frank had passed away. And he said, are you serious? Nah, I'm just yanking your chain.
Okay, so this might sound very strange to a lot of you because a chain is something that doesn't really seem to fit in this conversation.
Right.
But yanking your chain, remember this as a phrase. It means I'm just joking.
Right.
I'm
just
not serious.
Kidding. I'm lying to you, I guess, right? So, but how can you use this in another context?
Okay, I could say, you know what, Marco, I have something I have to tell you.
And I say, what?
I'm leaving English Pod. I quit.
Are you
Sorry.
serious?
No, I'm just yanking your chain.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm just kidding.
Right. So you're kind of teasing someone when you do this, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just lying to you. I'm teasing you. I'm making you believe something that isn't true.
Exactly. So this is something you can use after you tell someone that you were just joking. So,
That's right.
I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just joking with you.
That's right. So don't try to translate it directly or literally because it's not going to make sense. So just remember this as a phrasal verb or a phrase in general.
Exactly.
All right, let's listen to our dialogue one last time and we'll be back to talk a little bit more.
I hate coming to high school reunions.
It'll be great, honey. We will get to see your old classmates and catch up to see how they've been doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, look. There's Robert Matthews. Rob!
Hey, Bill. Wow. Great to see you.
Likewise, it's been a long time. This is my wife, Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you. So, Bill, how have you been?
Can't complain. We have 2 children who are in college, and my business is going well. How about you?
You know me. I'm a dedicated bachelor. I never married, although I do have a beautiful daughter with Mary. You remember her. We were high school sweethearts. It didn't really work out between us, but I really can't complain either.
That's good. Have you seen Frank? I was hoping he would come tonight.
You didn't hear? Frank passed away last year.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just yanking your chain. He'll be here soon. I saw him last week. He told me he would show up. All right, so we're back and talking about high school reunions. These are very popular in the United States, right?
They are very popular, and I think people often have them every 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But most people don't go to the high school reunion until either 10 or 20 years after their high school graduation.
Why is that?
I think at 5 years is very soon. 10 years is nice because you haven't seen people, but 20 years is really, I think, shocking because people can be completely different or they could be the same. But it's been, you were 18 when you graduated high school. Now you're 38 years old. You have this whole life that you've had. And so I think it's much more interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I guess people go to these things half because they do want to maybe meet up with old friends that they haven't kept in touch with. I think especially this was very popular before the whole internet revolution. Now everyone's in touch on Facebook and emails, and it's just so much easier to keep in touch. But before, you have to remember that, it was basically by telephone or by mail. So actually seeing a person 10 years or catching up with them was very difficult back then.
Yeah, we all see photos and videos now of our classmates,
Right.
so it's not quite as surprising when we bump into them later. But I think it is still interesting, though, because at least on my social networking websites, there are a lot of people that I don't have connections to. And so I look forward to my high school reunion when I get to see some of these people and kind of find out what they've been doing for the past 10 or 15 years.
It's actually very interesting, I guess, when you see how your classmates have changed, how maybe the one that used to be the nerd or maybe not very attractive all of a sudden is really attractive and has like a supermodel as a wife, or how these things work out.
Or the high school football captain is now kind of sad and, fat.
Bald. So yeah, these are the types of surprises that people look forward to when they go to high school reunions. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Meet each other. Catch up. Have strong loyalty to someone or something. Dedicated. Also. Likewise. Deceive someone in a friendly or playful way. Yank your chain. The person who you loved in high school. High school sweetheart.
Let's try that faster.
Deceive someone in a friendly or playful way. Yank your chain. Meet each other. Catch up. Also. Likewise. The person who you loved in high school. High school sweetheart. Have strong loyalty to someone or something. Dedicated.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Catch up. Lisa's back from Holland, and we are having lunch today to catch up. Catch up. Hi, Jonas. I haven't seen you in a long time. Do you want to grab a drink after work to catch up? Catch up. I haven't seen my college friends in a while, so the party will be a good time to catch up. Dedicated. He's a dedicated husband and father. He's a real family man. Dedicated. She's a dedicated researcher of marine biology. Dedicated. We need to hire a dedicated translator once we start doing more business with Vietnam. Likewise. I told Edward I'd liked him, but he didn't say likewise. Likewise. My parents want me to get a PhD, and likewise it's my dream to become a doctor. Likewise. I ordered a mocha coffee and a muffin, and Janet did likewise. High school sweetheart. John married his high school sweetheart last year in a small wedding ceremony. High school sweetheart. Laurie stayed with her high school sweetheart all through college. High school sweetheart. Robbie and Vanessa were high school sweethearts, but they've both moved on and started families now. Yank your chain. My Uncle Tommy loves to joke around and yank your chain. Just don't take anything he says too seriously. Yank your chain. I hate it when people yank my chain when I'm trying to be serious. Yank your chain. Chill out, I was just yanking your chain.
In today's story, we'll uncover 5 powerful lessons about managing money. Lessons you might not learn in school but are crucial for achieving financial success. As we dive into Sam's journey, we'll also learn some new words and see how to use them in sentences. This will help us practice English in a fun and easy way. So, stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a bustling little town, there lived a 27-year-old man named Sam. One afternoon, he sat on the side of the road, lost in thought. Despite working hard for 5 years, his life hadn't improved. Sam wondered if there was a way to escape poverty and achieve true wealth. As he strolled by a grand mansion, something compelled him to step past the tall iron gate without permission. Little did he know, this daring act would lead him to a life-changing lesson about money. From afar, he saw an elderly man sitting on a garden bench with a cup of coffee in hand. This man was Mr. Hayes, the mansion's owner, a wealthy but humble and generous soul. Sam approached him, politely apologizing. "I'm sorry for entering without permission, Mr. Hayes." Recognizing Sam, Mr. Hayes was surprised by his sudden visit but welcomed him kindly, curious to know why he had come. Sam took a seat beside Mr. Hayes and began, "Sir, I've worked for 5 years, earning a decent wage, yet my life hasn't changed. I don't splurge, but I just can't seem to get ahead. Do you have any advice on how someone like me could become wealthy?" With a warm smile, Mr. Hayes replied, "Anyone can achieve wealth, Sam, including you." He continued, "I'll share 5 principles about money that you won't learn in school. Follow these carefully, and I assure you, you'll find yourself on the path to financial success." Eagerly, Sam listened as Mr. Hayes began. "The first rule," Mr. Hayes said, "is to spend less than you earn. This is the foundation. If you don't master this, you can't move on to the other steps. For example, if you make $5,000 a month, set aside at least $2,000. If it's $3,000, save $1,000. Avoid expenses that exceed your income, whether loans or gambling. Even with a 6-figure salary, without this rule, you'll remain in debt." Sam nodded thoughtfully, absorbing each word. Mr. Hayes took a calm sip of his coffee and continued. "The second rule is to have an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Car repairs, a leaky roof, or even layoffs can happen at any time. Without an emergency fund, you're forced to borrow or sell assets at a loss, which restricts your options and adds stress. Think of it as your safety net, protecting your finances when unexpected events arise." Sam nodded again, appreciating the wisdom in this approach. "Let's get to the third lesson, which is investing. Now, people like you might feel unsure about investing in a business or stock since you may not have much knowledge. So, the best investment you can make right now is in yourself." "Curious?" Sam asked. "How, sir?" Mr. Hayes continued, "Take your skill set, whether it's carpentry, plumbing, or customer service. Invest your time, energy, and money into mastering it further. Learn where your boss sources materials or explore ways to market your services better. Use some of your savings to improve your expertise, attend courses, buy tools, or read relevant books." Realizing the value of these words, Sam looked at Mr. Hayes with newfound determination, regretting he hadn't learned this sooner. Mr. Hayes continued with the 4th lesson. "Now that you're gaining skills, it's time to start earning more. Once you've honed your abilities, maybe you'll start your own business and your income will grow. You're no longer paid per hour but earn based on what you produce. The harder you work, the more you earn." The sky was getting darker, yet Sam felt no urge to leave. He was eager to learn the final principle. Mr. Hayes looked at him and said, "And finally, the 5th lesson, create passive income. When you've applied the first 4 principles, you should have extra money. Now, it's time to let your money work for you. You can invest in property, start a rental business, buy a franchise, or research other sources of passive income. Think carefully and choose wisely. How about it, Sam? Are you ready to take on these lessons?" Mr. Hayes asked, ending the conversation with a gentle smile. Brimming with excitement, Sam replied, "I used to just go to work, save a little, and hope for wealth to come my way. But I now understand that there's a real strategy, and I'm thankful, sir, for the invaluable guidance." Today we learned new words and sentences through this story about wealth and financial wisdom. Remember, learning English can be fun when you practice regularly. So, keep listening, learning, and growing. Make sure to like, comment, and share how this story helped you improve your English. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next story, where we'll continue learning together.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Something is usual or expected. Norm. The money that a country uses. Currency. The sum of money required to reinstate. Margin deposit. Taking effect rapidly. Drastically. Very quickly, just a second. Split second. An offer to pay a particular amount of money. Bid.
Let's try that faster.
The sum of money required to reinstate. Margin deposit. Something is usual or expected. Norm. Very quickly, just a second. Split second. An offer to pay a particular amount of money. Bid. Taking effect rapidly. Drastically. The money that a country uses. Currency.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Norm. What's the norm in this company concerning protocol? Norm. This is the norm, so you'd better get used to it. Norm. Delivery, McDonald's, and street vendors are the norms around here. Currency. Before I went to France, I had to change some of my Canadian currency into euros. Currency. What's the currency in this country? Currency. My country's currency is worth next to nothing in USD. Margin deposit. He decided to start with a margin deposit of GBP 100. Margin deposit. I can't believe that I can trade with USD 1 million deposit when I've only put in a margin deposit of USD 10,000. Margin deposit. One has to be careful with trading using a margin deposit because the risk of losing more money than one has are high. Split second. The gang members were closing in on me fast, so I made a split-second decision to run instead of fight. Split second. My heart pounded as I made a split-second decision and took hold of her hand. Split second. My split-second decision to try a trick on my bicycle in order to impress my friends didn't end well. Bid. The current bid ask for EUR USD is 1.3998-79. Bid. I bought euros at an ask of $1.4235 and sold British pounds at a bid of $1.5001. Bid. The bid for Japanese yen and the ask for Hong Kong dollars are really good right now if you trade in US currency.
Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're swimming.
That's right. A nice summertime lesson for
Summertime
everyone.
lesson.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to be talking about swimming and, well, it's a very popular sport, right?
Yeah, so this is another lesson in our sports series.
In our sports series. Okay. So why don't we preview some of the language we'll find in the dialogue?
Vocabulary preview.
All right, we have two words to look at here. The first word is sailing.
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 Well, this is the verb to sail, right? Mm-hmm. So sailing is traveling in a boat.
In a boat with no engine.
Right, so you must use the wind to push you forward.
Exactly. That's a sailboat.
Yes.
Okay, so sailing. Mm-hmm. Now let's take a look at our other word. Anchor.
Another boat word here.
Yeah.
Anchor.
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 Now, it's spelled Anchor.
Right.
But you don't pronounce the CH as you normally would, right?
Another one of these really difficult to spell English words.
Right. So you don't say anchor, you would say anchor.
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 So the anchor is a verb and a noun.
That's right. Well, when anchor is used as a noun, it means the hook that you throw over the boat into the water, and it keeps you staying in the same place.
Okay. But the verb to anchor,
Yes.
what does it mean?
To do that.
To do that, right? So to throw the anchor into the water, you would just say to anchor the boat.
Exactly. To keep it in the same place.
Okay. Great words related to sailing. But now let's listen to our dialogue for the first time. What's happening here, Erica?
Well, we've got two friends here who are sailing in their boat, and they decide to take a swim.
Let's see what happens.
This is such a beautiful day. Great day for sailing.
It sure is. The water looks so nice. Anchor the boat for a little while. I'm gonna take a dip.
Why are you doggy paddling? I taught you how to swim. Do your breaststroke.
I get too tired. I'll just backstroke. It's easier.
Try kicking your legs more. That's good. Don't go out too far.
It's fine. Jump in.
Kathy, get back here. I see a shark.
Ah! Help me! Help! Bring the boat closer. The shark is coming straight towards me.
It's right under you. Kathy!
All right, so a shark attack.
I know. This is my worst fear when swimming.
Really? In the ocean, right?
Yeah. Well, also in the lake, but
No sharks in lakes.
I know, but I'm still afraid of them.
All right, so don't worry about it. I'm sure the girl is okay. It's probably not a shark. Maybe it was a dolphin.
Yeah, or maybe she's going to punch the shark in the face and she'll escape.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the words that we saw in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
We have three excellent swimming words for you. The first one is doggy paddling.
Doggy paddling.
Doggy paddling.
So, doggy paddling. It's not really a proper way of swimming, right?
No, you don't see this in the Olympics.
So, if you've ever seen a dog swim, that's why they call it doggy paddling.
Right, you're sort of moving your hands quickly in front of you.
And your legs are all over the place.
Yeah.
And you're basically not really swimming, you're just trying to stay afloat. You're
Yes.
trying not to drown.
Trying not to sink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so doggy paddling.
Again, this can be a noun or a verb. The doggy paddle, this swimming style, or doggy paddling, the verb.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's take a look at our second swimming style.
Breaststroke.
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 The breaststroke.
It's
How
like-
is this one?
Well, it's sort of like swimming like a frog.
So you have your legs that are similar to like a frog, right?
Yeah.
And what are your hands doing?
Your hands are moving in front of you together, then out towards the side.
Okay, so
So-
you're kind of doing like circles,
Yeah, half circles.
half circles. Okay, breaststroke.
Yeah.
But you get kind of tired when you swim like this, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Now let's take a look at our third word. Backstroke.
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 So this one's pretty easy. Backstroke, you are
Lying on your back
you're lying on your back.
in the water.
And you're kicking your feet as well.
Yep.
But what are your hands doing?
They're going back behind you. See, I'm doing it now. Can you see?
All right, if you guys could be here in the studio, you would see Erica doing her backstroke.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's listen to this dialogue again, and then we'll come back and look at some great phrases.
This is such a beautiful day. Great day for sailing.
It sure is. The water looks so nice. Anchor the boat for a little while. I'm going to take a dip.
Why are you doggy paddling? I taught you how to swim. Do your breaststroke.
I get too tired. I'll just backstroke. It's easier.
Try kicking your legs more. That's good. Don't go out too far.
It's fine. Jump in.
Kathy, get back here. I see a shark.
Ah! Help me! Help! Bring the boat closer! The shark is coming straight towards me!
It's right under you! Kathy!
Okay, so we have some really good phrases related to swimming and water.
Yep.
Okay, let's take a look at these in Fluency Builder.
Fluency builder.
All right, the first one. I love this phrase. Take a dip.
Take a dip.
Take a dip.
So if I say I'm going to take a dip,
You're going to have a quick swim.
a quick swim.
Yep.
So you can take a dip in the pool,
Yep.
in the lake,
In the ocean.
the ocean, even in your bathtub, right?
No.
No?
No, it's just for swimming. Unless your bathtub is really, really, really big.
All right, so not for the bathtub, but for swimming.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's take a look at our second phrase. For a little while.
For a little while.
For a little while.
For a little while.
This is really common. I use this a lot.
Yeah, me too. I probably use it 500 times a day.
Okay, so let's listen to some examples with for a little while, and then we'll come back and explain it.
Example 1.
I'm tired. I'm just going to sit down for a little while.
Example 2.
It will only hurt for a little while.
Example 3.
Do you want to play tennis for a little while?
So it means for a short time.
For a short time. And you can change it, right? You can say, oh, I'm going to play for a little while.
Yeah. Or I'm going to sleep for a little while.
For a short time.
Yep. All right. So if learners use this phrase, I find it sounds really, really great because it's not something that students normally use.
Yeah, I guess a student wouldn't really use this phrase normally.
Yeah. So guys, use it because you'll sound awesome.
Yeah, you'll sound really, really fluent. Okay, and let's take a look at our last phrase. Straight towards.
Straight towards.
Straight towards me.
Straight towards.
Okay, so straight means directly.
Right, in a line.
In a line, not going anywhere else, but directly.
Yeah, not moving side to side.
And towards is in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So the shark was coming straight towards me. It's coming directly at me.
Moving in a line and not moving side to side.
Okay. So can you give me another example of how you would use straight towards?
Watch out! There's a car coming straight towards you.
Okay. Directly towards you.
Yeah. Or maybe when I get home from work, I go straight towards the fridge.
Really?
Yes.
I believe this. All right. So straight towards, directly. Okay, so we've looked at a lot of great words, really good phrases. Let's listen to this dialogue one last time, and then we'll come back. And Eric is going to tell us a really great story about boat.
This is such a beautiful day. Great day for sailing.
It sure is. The water looks so nice. Anchor the boat for a little while. I'm going to take a dip.
Why are you doggy paddling? I taught you how to swim. Do your breaststroke.
I get too tired. I'll just backstroke. It's easier.
Try kicking your legs more. That's good. Don't go out too far.
It's fine. Jump in.
Kathy, get back here. I see a shark.
Ah! Help me! Help! Bring the boat closer! The shark is coming straight towards me!
It's right under you. Kathy!
All right. Well, Marco, I was telling you that I used to spend every summer on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And my family had a really small house on a small island.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousins had another small house on another small island.
Okay.
So our families are really close, and we used to go to one house for dinner one night and the other house to dinner the next night. So everyone was over at my cousin's house, except for my grandfather. And so he was thinking, okay, it's late. Maybe I better go pick up my wife and see what's going on. So he goes into the boat. It's dark.
Okay.
There's no light on the boat. He's driving straight towards the island when suddenly my cousin in his boat drives directly into my grandfather.
So they crashed.
They crashed.
Two boats crashed in the lake.
Yeah, and then my grandfather's boat flipped over. It turned upside down.
Wow.
And he fell in the water.
But he was okay, right?
Yeah, he was okay, but you know what? He was really angry about this.
And the boat?
The boat stayed in the water, and you know the engine fell down to the bottom.
Oh.
So we had to go the next morning to get the boat, and we actually had to hire some scuba divers to go to the bottom of the lake to get the engine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine your grandpa was pretty angry.
Yeah, he tells the story
every year.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I've got a million of these crazy lake stories because my family.
It always happens.
Yeah.
Swimming. Swimming is a fun and healthy activity that people of all ages can enjoy. It is a great way to exercise because it works the whole body without putting too much stress on the joints. Swimming helps improve heart health, build muscles, and increase flexibility. Many people swim for fun, while others swim as a sport or for exercise. Swimming is also an important life skill that can help save lives in emergencies. Learning to swim can give people confidence and allow them to enjoy water activities safely. Benefits of swimming. Swimming has many health benefits. It is a great way to stay fit because it strengthens the heart and lungs while improving muscle tone. Unlike running or other exercises, swimming does not put pressure on the bones and joints, making it perfect for people with injuries or joint pain. It also helps reduce stress and improve mental health. Many people find swimming relaxing because the water helps them feel calm and refreshed. Swimming also improves breathing and endurance, which helps people stay active for longer periods. Types of swimming strokes. There are different types of swimming strokes that people can learn. The freestyle stroke is the fastest and most common stroke. It involves moving the arms in a circular motion while kicking the legs. The breaststroke is slower, but good for beginners because it allows swimmers to keep their heads above water for longer. The backstroke is done while floating on the back, using an alternating arm movement and a flutter kick. The butterfly stroke is the most difficult stroke, requiring strong arm and leg movements. Learning different strokes helps swimmers improve their skills and enjoy swimming in different ways. Swimming for exercise. Many people swim to stay in shape because it is a full body workout. Swimming helps burn calories and strengthen muscles without causing strain. It is especially good for people who want to lose weight or stay fit without risking injuries. Some swimmers do laps in a pool, while others join water aerobics classes. Professional athletes use swimming as part of their training because it improves endurance and flexibility. Even a short swim every day can help people stay healthy and active. Safety in swimming. Swimming can be fun, but it is important to follow safety rules. People should always swim in safe areas, such as swimming pools, beaches with lifeguards, or designated swimming spots in lakes and rivers. Never swim alone, especially in deep water. Wearing a life jacket is important for people who are not strong swimmers. It is also important to learn how to float and tread water in case of emergencies. Parents should always watch children when they are near water to prevent accidents. Following safety rules makes swimming enjoyable and safe for everyone. Swimming competitions. Swimming is also a popular competitive sport. Many people take part in swimming races at local, national, and international levels. Olympic swimmers train for years to compete at the highest level. Competitive swimming involves different strokes, such as freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke, and butterfly. Swimmers race against each other to see who can finish the fastest. There are also relay races, where teams of swimmers take turns swimming different parts of the race. Competitive swimming requires speed, technique, and endurance. Swimming for relaxation. Swimming is not just for exercise or competition. It is also a great way to relax. Many people enjoy swimming in the ocean, lakes, or pools during vacations. Floating on the water can help relieve stress and make people feel calm. Some people practice swimming techniques like slow, steady strokes to relax their bodies and minds. Swimming in warm water can also help relax muscles and reduce pain. Many resorts and spas have swimming pools where people can enjoy the water in a peaceful setting. Learning to swim. It is important for everyone to learn how to swim. Swimming lessons are available for children and adults at schools, community centers, and swimming clubs. Instructors teach basic skills, such as floating, breathing techniques, and different strokes. Many people start by practicing in shallow water before moving to deeper areas. Learning to swim can help people feel more comfortable in the water and reduce the risk of drowning. Even if someone does not plan to swim often, knowing how to swim can be a valuable life skill. Swimming gear. To swim comfortably, people need the right swimming gear. A swimsuit is the most important item, and it should fit well to allow easy movement in the water. Goggles help protect the eyes from chlorine and allow swimmers to see underwater. Swim caps keep hair out of the face and reduce resistance in the water. Some swimmers use kickboards and pool noodles to practice floating and kicking. Professional swimmers may also use fins, hand paddles, and snorkels to improve their training. Wearing the right gear makes swimming easier and more enjoyable. Famous swimmers. There are many famous swimmers who have inspired people around the world. Michael Phelps is one of the greatest Olympic swimmers, winning many gold medals. Katie Ledecky is known for her incredible speed and endurance in long-distance swimming. Many countries have talented swimmers who compete in world championships and the Olympics. These athletes train for years to reach the highest level of competition. Watching professional swimmers can inspire people to learn more about the sport and improve their own swimming skills. Swimming around the world. People swim in different places around the world. Some prefer swimming in pools, while others enjoy the ocean, lakes, or rivers. In warm countries, people often swim outdoors all year round. In colder countries, indoor swimming pools allow people to enjoy swimming even in winter. Some places have natural hot springs where people can relax in warm water. There are also special events, like open water swimming races, where people swim in the ocean or large lakes. Swimming is a popular activity in many cultures and is enjoyed by millions of people worldwide. Conclusion. Swimming is an enjoyable and healthy activity that offers many benefits. It is great for exercise, relaxation, and competition. Learning to swim is an important skill that can help people feel confident in the water. Whether swimming in a pool, ocean, or lake, it is important to follow safety rules and use the right gear. Swimming can be done for fun, fitness, or even as a professional sport. No matter the reason, swimming is a wonderful way to stay active and enjoy the water.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Travel in a boat that is powered by wind.
Sail.
For a short amount of time.
For a little while.
A swim.
A dip.
Swim like a dog.
Doggy paddle.
Way of swimming where the person moves the arms and legs in a half circle in front of them, like a frog.
Breaststroke.
To swim on your back with arms moving up and down in a circle.
Backstroke.
Directly in the direction of something.
Straight towards.
Clothes you wear when you go swimming. American English.
Swimsuit.
Clothes you wear when you go swimming. British English.
Swimming costume.
Piece of soft cloth you use to dry yourself after swimming or bathing.
Towel.
Lie in the sun and try to make your skin more brown.
Tan.
Jump into the water with your head first.
Dive.
Let's try that faster. Directly in the direction of something.
Straight towards.
Travel in a boat that is powered by wind.
Sail.
Piece of soft cloth you use to dry yourself after swimming or bathing.
Towel.
Clothes you wear when you go swimming. British English.
Swimming costume.
Swim like a dog.
Doggy paddle.
A swim.
A dip.
Lie in the sun and try to make your skin more brown.
Tan.
To swim on your back with arms moving up and down in a circle.
Backstroke.
For a short amount of time.
For a little while.
Jump into the water with your head first.
Dive.
Clothes you wear when you go swimming. American English.
Swimsuit.
Way of swimming where the person moves the arms and legs in a half circle in front of them, like a frog.
Breaststroke.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Sail. I've never been sailing before. Sail. I always get sick when I go sailing. Sail. Did you watch the sailing race? Let's anchor the boat. I dropped the anchor over the side of the boat so we won't float away. We can't anchor here because there are power lines under the water. I'm tired. I'm just going to sit down for a while. It will only hurt for a little while. Do you want to play tennis for a little while? It was so hot that we took a dip before lunch. Stephen and Nellie are taking a dip in the lake. Do you want to take a dip in the pool? Straight towards. Swim straight towards the shore. Straight towards. The boat is coming straight towards us. Straight towards. We're driving straight towards the cliff.